Hey, hey, how are you guys?
Hey, Billy, how's it going tonight?
Man, I can't complain none.
Good deal.
Can't complain none. I guess I could switch it to our two-person till our guest comes along, huh?
Yeah, I suppose we could do that here. You
Let's
want to
see
take care
here.
of that for us?
Yeah, there we go. Make us
Swap
look a
that
little
fun
better.
stuff around?
Mm-hmm. Dan, are you excited about finals, man?
No, I'm not competing,
That's a bummer.
but but
I'm
yes,
not
I
either,
am
but I'm
because
still excited about it, man. I'm ready to. I'm excited for people.
right.
This is the first year that I think that it has dawned on me that some people might be excited. I've been seeing a bunch of posts about it upcoming, and that's exciting to me. That
I
people are
would
kind of excited
definitely
about
say that that is a good thing, and I will amend my statement to that. No, only because I'm not competing.
it. Right?
I've got a lot of friends that I was finally able to see again this weekend. One of them just popped up there in the chat. Chris, good evening. Welcome. Glad to see you this past weekend. Thanks for the pictures, by the way. I do not have much of them out there on the Base Force page yet, but I will steal them from you if you don't mind. Get them out there. But no, I get to see a lot of friends that I haven't seen in probably 2 or 3 years. Um, was taking care of one of Jimmy's shows, or actually two of Jimmy's shows this weekend for him and Sonia. They had some work issues happening, so I filled in for him and got to see some friends that I haven't seen since last year in December, or even longer than that. So it'd be nice to see some of the folks from Kansas City and Missouri come on up to our location in Sioux City at the Icky Nickel, and
Yeah, y'all got a good spot.
we got a great location there. There's a guy I didn't see this weekend, unfortunately. Brian, hope you had fun this weekend down there. Missed you this weekend. Missed Sadie this weekend as well with the Power Wheels, but hopefully going to see you both this coming Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
It was a nice little weekend out at Scrapper Steve's for my little shows that I had. So got a couple people purposely qualified. They needed one or two shows and got them taken care of. It was always nice to have. Oh,
Yeah.
El Fuego coming on in. I will expect to see Bobby in about 3 or 4 minutes. He seems to be a couple minutes behind. I think it's a West Coast thing.
Hmm.
El Fuego, how you doing tonight, man? Hopefully you're doing well as well. Get out there, see James out there in the Portland area. Get out to Surf City. Get out to the God. There was a sandcastle competition out there. I think it's every year. They're in a Base Wars event. Get into sandcastles, man. You gotta.
Hmm.
There's a big, big sandcastle competition out that way.
I've never seen a sandcastle competition before. I
Oh,
bet that is pretty freaking awesome.
it ain't 4 and 5 year olds sitting there with a bucket and a little scoop shovel.
Right.
These the people that
That's
do these things are like, all right, bring that bobcat in here or that backhoe or excavator and let's make a pile first. And
yeah.
it, it is kind of amazing what they can do and
Huh.
how quickly they can do it as well. The detail is fantastic. So,
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that.
oh, Brian, that sounds good too. Night over on the river, long weekend, always a good thing. JC, how are you doing tonight?
Yep, no harm in that.
Pleasure seeing you.
Hmm.
Oh, there she is. Brian had the power wheel added to the deadener. Nice. And by the she, I did not mean you there, Brian, or Sadie. I meant this lady right here, Jessica. How are you doing tonight?
Speaking of deadener, Dan, I
Yep.
kind of need to deaden my little van. What kind of deadener we think I should use?
I'm torn between two of them. Do you want just deadener or do you want sound
Well, the
and deadener?
vehicle is noisy when I drive it, and I don't like that.
Eric, Jamie. Um, I've got mixed feelings on it because obviously we can do deadener for absorption. We can do deadener for road noise. We can do deadener just to make the vehicle more sealed.
Yeah.
You will.
So I would like
So-
to eliminate some road noise and seal my vehicle up a little more. And also, it is a Ford van. It's old, about
Right.
10 years old. And
You're
I
talking
would
your-
like for it to drive and sound like a new Mercedes S550.
You're talking your Ford Transit van, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I would probably look, line it with newspaper. That's not a bad thing to kind of
Line it
try
with
with.
newspaper.
Newspaper when you roll it up like you would for kindling to start a fire, and deaden out
Right.
some of those little holes in the ribs and in the center of the roof line and things. It can be a decent.
So
But I'm going to start out with what Eric is kind of saying on there, and that the 80 mil Vibraflex, it's a pain to work with. You got to get it hot.
yeah. That's what I was going to say. So if
And
I'm
it
just
ain't
going for
bad.
noise, do I want to go through all that work? Or should I just get something to stick up there?
Get something to stick up there, unless you really want to go with SQ,
No.
SQL, SPL kind of stuff.
I'll tell you this.
I would stay away from Vibraflex, and I would go
Shameless
with.
plug right here, Dan.
Mhm.
I have 615s downstairs in the garage that I really don't
Right.
want to use. They are Crossfire 4-inch voice coil, whatever. I don't know what they are
Sure.
because I don't know much about Crossfire. But
You did, Bobby.
I would like to either sell those or put them in that van. I'm tired of them being on the floor in my garage.
Right.
So I'm not really sure if I will put them in the van or not. But I don't want to pull that interior part and then put them in the van and then wish I had chose a different deadener. So there's that
Right.
too.
Vibraflex, and as where did I just see Jamie on there? Jamie says Killmat as well. Those would be my two top choices if I were going to be doing any kind of bigger SPL.
Uh-huh.
If you're looking for the other question on here that I saw James post, James, what's the best budget deadener?
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it is a Ford actually, not a Mercedes. So budget might be
I
good.
do kind of like the Amazon brand called Siles, SILESS, and that one relatively dollar efficient and works really well. You can do most of it if you just put on a basic pair of gloves. I don't mean little rubber gloves like your doctor will put on, but something a little bit heavier duty than that. But you can get all the creases pulled out of it. Works really well. It's budget friendly. But otherwise, if you're looking for, like I said, if you're looking for something that's a little bit more sturdy, Killmat is good, and of course the Vibraflex, and you got a couple different variations of both of those models.
I'm going to ask you a question now. This is a sort of a technical question, but forgive me.
Right?
You said pull the wrinkle out. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Now, some deadeners will, and I don't have. Yeah, I do have a pen here in front of me, and I don't have a good picture, so I'm drawing it out on a 3x3 card right now. But they'll have something like this on. They'll have something like that on their product, where they'll have little lines, and it'll say Killmat everywhere, or it will say, XYZ sound deadener.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's something like that, it works really well. But they leave the lines in there so that you can see where you have pushed it in and gotten it to not necessarily directly adhere, but that you've actually gone over that area so you don't have any air pockets between your metal or your plastic panel and the deadener again.
So,
and once it's smooth, you don't see the lines anymore. All you're going to see is where it says Killmat or Vibraflex or Siles or whatever the product name is, unless it's all black. You won't see it.
So in this case, you know how when you lay down fiberglass,
Mm-hmm.
It's good to put little dials in there or something. The little curves is what makes strength and stuff.
Yep.
So with deadener, I don't want these little
Correct.
ridges.
Correct. You want just as pretty much as smooth as you can get, kind of like the interior that you'll see in the 170, 180 plus vehicles that are out there, because any wrinkle you have, that sound wave that's coming through there already has a little wrinkle, and if it hits it, it might mess up something. So trying to get something a little bit better, and it ain't so bad. But yeah, the Amazon stuff that's out there, Bobby, I got some issues with that, but my favorite one still that they have out on Amazon is still Silas. It works pretty well.
Okay,
And,
yeah, I hadn't tried.
you know,
Greg, we're talking about
I'm
deadener.
guessing Greg's got a couple answers on that as well for deadener.
Okay.
Yep, we hear you too, Greg.
Good deal.
Right.
First time doing this.
Good, Greg. Good to meet you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was asking him. We were talking about deadener.
Who needs deadener?
I do in my van. I got 2 little pieces, so I'm not sure if I should cut those little pieces up, spread them all over the whole van, or get some more.
Right. I glued wood to mine.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that.
probably no wood in that one, but wood is also something else for it. There's other things out there again as well, and it's not just a deadener. Some of it is sound absorption, some of it is sound reflection.
Right.
You know, the smoother the interior, the louder you're going to be. So
I want my Ford van that's 10 years old to sound like a brand new Mercedes S550.
Good luck.
That too.
Right. Guess we might need a little of that. Yeah. So, so where do I put it though? Where do I put it in my van?
We have to drop the headliner and stick it between the bars.
So up in the roof, huh?
Yeah, that's a start.
Yeah. Okay. So then where else? Doors.
Yeah.
Doors and
where do you put it?
firewall? Yep.
Firewall. Oh, hold on now. We got a big dash in the way.
Well,
It's like 6 feet long.
Anywhere there's skin, put it on it.
Anywhere that it is just one layer of metal between you and the outside for certain. So certainly floor and roof, I would think would probably be the 2 locations that are best, along with the firewall, as high up as you can get.
Wow. Well, let me ask you this. Now, realizing it might not have been done before, but if I were really lazy and I didn't want to take that interior out, what do you think that material would look like on the outside of the vehicle? Could I make that be cool?
Well, I did it to Avalon's Power Wheels. I called it Sundown Carpet. It was Sundown Deck.
There you go.
You could do something. It would be an interesting look, to say the least.
Get me out of a lot of work, wouldn't it?
Right.
If it was the
You don't want the windows to work, just fill with spray foam.
Yeah.
Or you could just we could do a sand resin thing, or a concrete, or a pour foam. You know,
it does only have a 4-cylinder in it.
Lots of options. Oh, well.
Or just buy the Mercedes and call it a day.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I need you guys to run some more shows.
I'm trying.
So I can get me a Mercedes.
Yeah.
I'm trying. We can. I'll casually and comedically blame Wes on that one. He only had. Well, he already made his comment about that on the manager's chat about where are the rest of my shows.
Oh, did he? I didn't see. I know it. There was about 5 or 6 on there that wasn't listed, and then he was one of them. And I had fixed it, but I posted the wrong screenshot. But I didn't see that he posted about that.
It happens. Yeah,
I was just I was really just kind of looking when I was doing the data. I was trying to figure out how many runs we have, because that's how I know that the year's good or bad. And I think we're about 1,500 off what we had last year.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I guess.
Not good
I think it's bad, but
not good either. But
yeah,
but we did have quite a few new judges, so that helps.
Well,
unfortunately,
I'll tell you the biggest deal.
Couple things did take off. So
yeah, Jordan's area slowed down a little bit down here in the south. And so we got Russell in Florida now, but we had not had anybody in the South. So all winter we were kind of dead. We normally would do shows in the South, and we weren't this time. I think that's the difference. Or we weren't last year in the wintertime.
I tried.
That makes sense.
Right. Yeah, it gets cold up there.
I mean, I know for the ironic thing about the weather that you mentioned it is we are going to have here in Sioux Falls and Sioux City area, we're going to have 90-degree temps the first whole week here of October until actually Saturday and Sunday when we have our shows. And we're going to be back down to the 70s all of a sudden. So
Wow.
we're finally getting our football weather, as we're going to call it, and finally be back in the area where it should be as far as temperatures and things are concerned. So it's a little bit better that way for some people, but others,
It's here from here.
numbers might be down a little bit at finals for some of us.
Yeah. Speaking of that show, so what are you guys doing? What time are y'all starting finals?
That is a fantastic question.
Yeah, it's a
I
Jimmy
wanna
thing.
start
Probably
it-
around 9 o'clock.
I would love
10
to
o'clock.
start it that early.
Yeah.
I don't think we will. I think we'll probably end up going, and this is going to be up to Sonia because she's going to run the computer.
hmm
I would like to be going by 10 a.m.
Yeah, I would think so.
I know
Now-
I'm going to be leaving the house here at 7. I'll get down there about 8:15 or 8:30, and my tent will be set up by 9. So
Mhm.
I'm hoping Jimmy and Sonia get down there on Friday night because we got some camping available. Obviously, we're at a location with a live
Yeah.
bar and grill, live
Yeah.
music
Oh, I
stage,
bet
all
that's gonna
kinds
be
of
a fun
great stuff
Friday
that
night.
you know about.
Yeah.
And midday through the final stuff, I'm gonna excuse myself from the finals tent and walk over to my tent and get started with the kickoff for 2026 right away, and then do the same thing the next day. So we're gonna have technically 3 shows this weekend coming up: finals and then 2 kickoff shows, and
Dang.
people can come out
Y'all
to
doing Sunday
kickoff
also?
shows at any time. They can do that. So
Yeah. Y'all doing Sunday also?
we are gonna do Sunday as well.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
know, I got
What
a
about
lot
you,
of
Greg?
people
What
that
time
would
is
be
all
there.
your stuff kicking off?
I'm gonna get there about 7, try to get set up, probably start running about 9, 10.
Yep, 9, 10. And
Because I got
Now-
food truck and other orgs coming, and
yeah.
just to make a
Making
big day
party.
of it.
of
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Now you're gonna be running the finals side, and is Eric and them gonna be doing the kickoff show?
Yeah, they'll be
They're
set up
also-
separate. Yeah, they'll have their tent and everything for them. They'll have and they'll be doing it while I'm doing finals.
Yeah. Cool. That's a good deal.
And then we're probably try to give everybody enough time to get there to where maybe we'll start demo wars at 3, 4 o'clock.
Oh
There we
yeah.
go.
Now
That way-
listen, I'm gonna ask this because I don't know. It's getting dark earlier now. What time's it getting dark where you are, Greg? Greg is an hour ahead of me, and Dan, you're in Central right now, right?
I'm in Central right now.
Yeah.
Let me
Greg's an hour ahead of us, so
excuse myself here for 2
7:30, 8
seconds.
o'clock, it starts getting dark.
7:38.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I am
where I'll
looking
be
out.
set up at, I'll have lights.
Yeah. Now, do you have a cutoff time that y'all are quitting?
Nope.
No,
Not really.
We're
Yeah.
gonna
when everybody else quits, so nobody sneaks a score in on us.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's not really going to line up because Africa's way, they're way.
Yeah, they're at like,
7 hours difference. But now they're not starting until later. And I think they were going to stop at 10 p.m. and I'd have to do the math. But they're either going to stop at 10 p.m. or 12 p.m. But let's see. So right now in South Africa, it's 7:30. No, I'm sorry. It's 2:30
I
a.m.
was gonna say, is it 2:30 or 3:30 there? It's 2:30.
Yeah, it's 2:30. So if they start, I think they were going to start at like 6 p.m. It's when they're
Okay.
starting their shows. 5 p.m., 6 p.m., something like that.
So that would be about 11 a.m. Central Time.
Yeah, so they'll be close, and they will stop either at 10 or 12. And then Richard also, Richard's got pretty big shows out there. So I don't know. Last time I think he had about 50 competitors. That takes some time, So
Yeah.
he starts.
Yep.
He starts his really early his time,
Mhm.
but he also ends a little earlier, I think, because of the heat. Last time he had heat problems. They shut his computer down. Heat.
Oh yeah.
110, 120, whatever. So they try to do it as fast as they can. So I'm just kind of trying to come up with a plan so I can say, hey, finals is from this hour to this hour overall, you know.
It is always a good thing to know when people are coming up as well. I know for Jimmy and Sonia and myself, our area, we actually have some free camping available Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. So that helps us out a little bit. It gets people there. It's a nice family weekend and stuff. So,
well, I just say good luck because
way.
I don't know if you've seen that movie Children of the Corn, but I recommend you watch it Thursday night because Greg, it's right next to a cornfield.
Right. What's like
it is next to a cornfield.
That's the way it is.
There is a water park that's being built next to it as well. We're going to watch Jaws on a drive-in movie theater in the kiddie pool. Everyone gets an inner tube, and that's where you watch Jaws.
Yeah.
And you can take that idea if you want to and do with it what you will. Take it out to a drive-in movie theater and see if your drive-in folks will accommodate that sometime.
Yeah.
I'd love it. I think it'd be awesome. Yeah. It'd be scary as heck for all the kids for that, too.
But like Nano said there a week or two ago, don't hold back. If you're going to do it, you better do it.
Y'all, that is the case because when I will be reached out to all the judges, and when they tell me that they're done, then I'm gonna kind of ask them, so to speak, and that way, when we are all finished, I'll write down who's finished, and that way I'll know when we're done. I say, okay, hey, we're done. We're waiting on this judge or whatever. We're done, and I can call out the results for everybody. Now you better see them right there on the screen, right on the Base Wars website page. But yeah, so I want people to know. And so basically, this is one thing that kind of happened last year. Is up in Brandon Erickson's area. He finished. He called his finals because they were done, and they did a kickoff show after in the PM hours. You know, so he called it. It was done. And then somebody had beat their score from in Richard's area, which was a couple hours behind them. Mm-hmm. And so they wanted to come back and do it again, but he had closed his computer out and started his kickoff show. So it really wasn't possible. It would technically be possible, but nobody's going to do that. So you just need to leave your best score there when you leave that lane. You know, don't get mad at a judge when you come back and he won't let you rerun because he's done finished, you know. So when they tell me they're finished, and we don't really know when that is a lot. So just I know this is odd because you know everybody's not on site, you're not watching those scores, but
right,
just saying, leave everything, leave the score you want when you leave there. Don't plan on coming back with another one. Or you could lose. And we're not gonna listen to the BS online about I couldn't come back and rerun. Well, you should have left your stuff there the first time. You should have left your score there the first time.
Yep.
So don't let that happen to you.
Speaking of that, it just is
right.
Already with the candy. That's true. If you leave candy for some of the judges, I'm not going to say that I will edit the score for you, but there's possibilities that could happen, either up or down, depending if you leave me candy corn or not.
Right.
I'm one of the people that likes candy corn, by the way, so I will expect some.
Well, I'm so hungry right now, I could probably like anything. I have a cracker here, but they started making the crackers little bitty. I don't appreciate that. I tell you.
There you go.
Right.
Shane, Chris, if you wear the cheerleader outfit, I'm not going there, man. I'm
no photos, man. No photos.
But speaking of finals and leaving it there, JC has a great question of how it works.
What was it? I don't see it.
I'm sorry. I'll put it back up there. First World Finals. Curious how it works. Well, JC, I need a follow-up question, and that is, are you curious how your run works or how we work it with myself going to Jimmy, going to Greg, going to Richard? Kind of the way that this is right now for myself and Billy and Greg. Billy gets all the feeds from us from our various locations across the world, because we are including South Africa. He takes them, and Greg is going to be car number 1. I'll be car number 2, and Billy is Billy. Billy's going to see if someone is in the shot to make a run, and in the bottom corner or top corner or wherever the judge has it placed is going to be the competitor name and their class and the score, just like you would normally see on the table at a regular show. So you're going to be able to see Greg's car or my car out there, and Billy's going to all of a sudden just boom, it will be up on the screen for you, and it's going to say, in Greg's case, it might say Evelyn or Addison Kelly, his daughter's out there with their Power Wheels, or it might say Dan O'Brien for Assassin, or it might say Billy Temple for Legendary, or whatever class we're in, and it's going to show you that score.
Yeah.
Judges are going to take that score, throw it onto a little spreadsheet that we have, a little entry form, and Billy's going to have that being broadcast for us so that we can all see it. If that
Billy will
wasn't,
be inputting them.
yeah, if that wasn't scary enough, your regular stuff as to how it works just like a regular show, except that it's a little bit more pressure for you as the competitor. All I've got to do is sit behind the calendar or the calculator, look at the date and the time, and say, okay, Eric is here at this time, Greg was here at this time, make sure that their name is spelled correct, put in their class, and hit start.
Yeah.
And wait for them to make their score. I make it
Yeah.
sound simple that way, but
And our
Yeah,
terms
that is kind of all it is.
So the 1,000 feet view of it is the judges will fill out a little link, like Dan said, and I don't know if Dan knows this or not, but Dan will input the member number.
Yep.
And it will pull their name, your name. So hopefully that will eliminate misspellings and things like that. But that's how they will send the scores, and that will populate the spreadsheet that we have on the website for you guys to see the scores. And then, but as far as the videos and stuff, each one of them will do it like we're doing right here, right now. And so they will get a link from me from a different software, but nevertheless a link from me, and I will run it through that other software. It is linked to this software that we use to broadcast on Facebook and YouTube, and I will broadcast it on Facebook and YouTube, just like this is right here. So you'll be able to go right here and watch it. And that's pretty much how it works.
in real time.
Yeah, real time. Now, so I will be, now last year what happened, there was a couple of things that didn't go well for us. And what that was those of you, if you don't run shows, you don't know it. And some of the people that do run shows don't know it. But if you're inputting scores, the score screen will not run. So, as you can guess, last year, most of the day I was inputting scores. So the score screen was sitting still. So competitors couldn't see all the scores. And that's why we did the spreadsheet this time. And then, and last year I was inputting scores, so I couldn't be on screen talking to you guys. So it was probably pretty boring. Not that I'm exciting, but at least I will be able to maybe look in here and talk with you guys and say, oh, we got so-and-so going, a little something to keep you a little bit occupied,
Because we had frozen screens last year.
That froze screen was caused by inputting scores. And so we got to input scores. So, but so that's kind of how it's going to work. And as far as the top 10s go, I see Russell is in the chat, and I see that he sent me his Florida State Finals right now. So I have that. I'm waiting on one show, I think, from Tony Dogar. I got a couple shows still out from the last weekend. Once I get all those shows in and get all that data input and finish out the year, then I will be able to reset the top 10s. I probably won't reset the top 10s till that afternoon or something like it, because these kickoff shows will be coming, So, so top 10 should get reset that day. World records will be held that day. The way you go about a world record for us is it costs $50. They're hard coded on the website, and you can only ever try to go for a world record at our website. I mean, at our finals. We don't do it during the year, and we also don't reset them every year. So you literally have to beat the person that's on there. Now, there's not a lot of scores on there because we don't have somebody going for the world record in every class. So you might look up that and say, hey, and my class ain't there, and go for it, you know. But so we'll have some of those. So far for Base Wars, that's not been a big deal. But yeah. So I think that's pretty much how it's going to go down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless
Speaking of,
yeah. I like this one, RJ.
Yeah. Yeah. We had heard some bad news on the guy that's doing Florida finals.
Yeah. John Kent in the hospital has stroke.
Yeah. Yeah. He's doing okay. I talked to him on the phone. His tests are good so far. Everything's been good so far, but he did have a slight stroke. So keep him in our thoughts.
I can attest to that.
Yeah,
there's no such thing as I had a small one on Super Bowl Sunday of all days. I was slurring my words and I could think straight. I could type fine, but I couldn't say a damn thing, which one of the signs of a stroke. So I spent 3 days in the hospital up here, and I can attest to it that the tests are fun for about the first 2 seconds. And after that, they're not any fun anymore. But hopefully John does well.
Yeah, he said his whole left side's numb right now, but they're trying to, therapy and stuff like that. But I did talk to him, and he did sound good and in good spirits. So
there we go.
In case anybody wants to know.
Let me throw this one at you there for you as well, Greg. There you go. Yeah, that's how we do it. John, hope you're doing well, man. Let me go back just for a split second here, guys. Always wanted to be able to check my own scores. You kind of can. There's
right now you really can't, but we're working on a website where you will be able to.
Yep. Best way that I can think of right now is all of the shows that we send into Billy and the rest of the Base Wars team down there that takes care of it. His son JT being most of it with the results pages, is screenshot those results pages or just simply save that little results page and keep it on your computer or your phone, your tablet, your whatever internet device, and keep a hold of it that way. It's going to at least get you a score in your class and the frequency for them. If it's anything more, throw it up on a screenshot of right when you walk into the lane, so you know what the date is and the time and the temperature and little things like that, and start keeping track of that stuff, because that stuff does matter to a lot of folks when they're testing. So it's kind of a testing thing as well.
Yeah, I'm going to be blind to Demo Wars because I don't know who from the other judges is coming.
Well,
true.
After we get, so I see Russell has sent me his show. I'm still waiting on Tony's last show, and there'll be another one I think I'm waiting on. There's just 0 point in me doing all that data until I get them all, or else I just have to do it twice.
Right.
So soon as I get the data, I'll be able to have a pretty easy list for y'all.
Yep. We'll do that for John down there as well.
Let's see here.
And Billy, do you want to handle that one from Wes?
Which one?
The bottom question right now.
There's really not a way to have that right now.
Yeah.
If I gave that information up, I'd be giving, the only way I have to give it, I'd have to be giving some personal information out of theirs, and I don't want to do that.
I will say that I am on the fence. I am a 50-50 on that one, only because I don't necessarily want to know everybody that's coming. I want the mystery to know that if I'm number 4 on the list, for example, if the top members on the list only really have one show, am I really number 4 on the list if I've got 7 or 8 shows and I'm going to be the only competitor qualified for finals? So
Yeah.
am I really number 4 or am I number 1? Or if I am number 4, do the other people know that I'm not going to be coming to finals? It's, I like the mystery of it in that regard. So I personally, I want to know who's coming if as a judge, but as a competitor, I like the mystery of knowing that I still have to get there, and it's got to be all knobs to the right, or at least the
Yeah.
volume knob without clipping and the bass knob without clipping. And once I see that someone beats me, okay, maybe get back in line and maybe clip a little bit.
Well, so I was talking with somebody about this earlier today. A lot of people, of course, are wanting to know who's coming.
Right.
And I'm like, man, don't pay no attention to them. Pay attention to you. Mind your business. Do your thing. Right. And I'm thinking about that. And so if you think about it, if you go to a basketball tournament, a baseball tournament, you don't know what teams are there. If you go to a pool tournament, you don't know who's going to be there. You just kind of got to go with it, So, but I'm not just being a butthole when I don't give the information up. It's just simply the spreadsheets that I have that do give that information also happen to give other information that I don't want to
Yeah, but
give
I
out.
kind of know what Wes is going. I know
Huh?
where Wes is going with this.
Yeah. Oh, well, tell me. What do you think?
We've competed in a couple other orgs, and like we'll show up, and it's mandatory points. You have to have so many points to be there, and then one person will do one show because they're Hall of Fame or whatever. Then they're brought into the show, and then they wipe it all out after we went to 20 shows and they only did one.
Yeah.
That's the issue I think Wes is trying to squash.
Yeah. And I see that as well, because again, multiple orgs, multiple years competing. We've seen I don't want to call them shady underdealings beneath the table, but there are different things that happen.
Yeah.
And
I'm down with that. Because we appreciate those people that get those shows in for us.
Exactly.
But I say again, do you.
Yep.
Right.
Don't do him. Do you.
Be sure you can make your personal best, because that will be louder than what you were yesterday or last weekend or last month. So
if you really want to see your competitors, and like there's several, it's the top 10 list. If you want to see who's coming to compete against you, it's pretty much the top 10 list. Now there's a few people on the top 10 list that are not going to be there that everybody would be kind of scared of. They don't know they're not going to be there because they broke. Yeah. Well, right. He's one of them, and there's two more I learned today that are broken. They won't be there.
Ray Mateus.
No, not Ray, but yeah. So there's several of them that are on those lists that you just kind of just show up and do the best you can, and unfortunately, you guys will not know who actually wins until the last judge finishes.
Mm-hmm.
You're not competing against the people standing left and the right of you only. You're competing against people, across the country. Across. I hate to say across the world. We got one other country, so that sounds like big talk to me. But
they've got loud
across the world. I don't know another way to say it, but I don't mean it in a arrogant kind of way. But
think RP, they got loud.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I think if you guys really want to know, I think that top 10, because a lot of people mess me asking, the top 10 is that's what you want to do.
Yep.
And the top 10s, there's 2 top 10s we have. The ones you see on the homepage, that's the members. Those are the ones that'll be at finals, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like Wes kind of said, this is, if you can't lay it all out at finals, if you're not willing to make sure that everything is all knobs to the right, for lack of a better term, if you're not willing to, I don't want to just say just simply go out and destroy your whole system, but I know that there are people out there that will and that do.
Yeah.
If you are so badly competitive that you're willing to do it, I'll be more than happy to watch.
The last place is mine. I'm just
Yes.
telling you now.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So yeah, I've been fielding a lot of questions on who's coming in what class, and I mean, I have a sheet that I could show, but like I said, it gives out a lot of other information that I would not want. Yeah, I just think as a competitor, I don't think I should give. If I was that competitor, I don't think I would want other people seeing this. It's just simply like name, address, phone, all that kind of stuff. So
Mhm.
I just don't want to publish that.
Well, I just didn't want to be blindsided for the demo wars part because
Yeah,
I'm going
well,
to
you're
bracket.
coming from a different perspective. It's a
Yeah,
judge.
I got to
perspective.
bracket it and all that.
Yeah, right.
I was going to say, from a different perspective, I understand exactly where you're coming from on that, Greg. I need to know who's coming for that.
Is it just going to be my local crew or some people?
Could we?
Yep.
I think probably what we should do, Greg, is have them in some way reach out to you to let them know that you're coming. They're coming if they're coming to you, so that you can bracket it. But just in case they don't reach out to you, what would be a cutoff time for them to show up to do demo wars at your finals?
I'm going to try to give them to 2:00 so I can start at 3 or 4.
So if you come past 2:00, you better be on the phone to old Greg, right?
Pretty much. Yeah, because I put a post out like who's coming for demo wars.
I saw that.
The only people commented was local people.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know, the reason we can only do demo wars in one spot is it's judged by people. It's not a meter. So if you can't have the people, you can't have Dan and Jimmy judge in Kansas and Greg in Tennessee and Brandon in Indiana. You got to have the same judge when it's a sound quality kind of thing. And so that's why we can't do it all over the country like we do the other classes.
And I got some special judges coming.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
So none of us will be involved.
Right. That's awesome. Yeah. So all new judges. It's going to be interesting.
2 of them are sound quality champions and judges, and one of them used to compete in demo stuff.
Yeah.
So he knows what we're looking for.
Yeah. Yep. Now, so what's the instructions to them? Like what in demo wars, what do they look for?
Well, just balance, make sure the bass ain't over bassy, just make sure it sounds good. If the songs are too vulgar, hey, we'll stop them, let them try it again.
Yeah.
We'll give them that because we don't, DQ anybody.
Disqualify people. It's hard to get disqualified. I had a little post. I hate to make it. I kind of wish I didn't now, but I made a post this morning about how to get disqualified in bass wars.
Right.
There really ain't a way. There really ain't a way.
No, if your judges are good.
Yeah.
The judges are good now.
Yeah.
But then,
it really isn't this either.
I told him, if both sound good, then, the song might determine who wins. This one played a better song.
Right. I'm a big advocate of song choice.
Have the A game because, the way we're going to do it is if there's more than 4 in the class, we're going to bracket them up. They're going to, play one song and out. But when they get to the top 2, it's going to be a best 2 out of 3. So if you get nervous and mess up on your first song,
I've seen it somewhere, and we mean it. That is demo wars to a key, right?
I believe I've heard that one or seen that one somewhere as well.
Yeah,
a time or two.
Yeah. I'm sure Russell will. Once your guys get a taste of it, Russell, I think the demo award's gonna be your biggest class down there.
Oh yeah, with what they do down there in Florida, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what got me really into it. I went down there to Music Wars. Dean Baptiste was holding it. Yeah. And I thought I had something until I went down there and I come back and ripped all my stuff out.
That was at the Napi Nationals last weekend when we had I already forgot the gentleman's name. Was it Alan that was with us last week or 2 weekends ago talking about Napi? That was a couple weekends ago, Dustin.
Yeah. Hector Nopi.
Oh yeah. This is also true. There are the last three words in there. It is tricky to do correctly.
Yeah.
Well, it ain't sound quality; it's sound quantity.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So a little bit of news about the finals still yet. Our South Carolina location, they're not going to broadcast to us. They expect only a few people to come to do finals there. So they're going to send me scores there, but we won't be broadcasting that one, like on the TV and stuff.
Yeah,
Simple
Wes
enough.
was asking about that earlier.
Yeah, South Carolina. Yeah. I hate I didn't get to go to Nopi.
Yeah.
Nope, it was fun.
Yeah, it looked like it was fun. I saw a lot of videos. It made it look fun.
Yeah,
I
right.
saw
Clay, the
quite a few
Burnout Wars.
videos from it. It looked awesome.
Yeah, kids had a blast with that. You know, everything else was like, nah. But when they got out there doing burnouts, oh yeah, it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like it better than the drifting.
Good times. Yeah.
Oh, great times.
Mm-hmm.
Well, drifting is one of those things where if you're downwind, it doesn't help. Same with a
Right.
burnout. There is something about burnt exhaust, burnt tires that is not appealing. However, if you're 400 feet in the air watching it through a drone, it looks a lot better.
Right. But
Yeah.
these guys were in a pit, nothing but smoke. You couldn't even see the car.
There you go.
You see the fire, but you didn't see the car.
There you go. That works.
Yeah. Great times.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. You might be back.
Right? Mm.
Jimmy was on earlier with me here while we were setting up stuff. Then, unfortunately, he had to run and hide somewhere in a building because he had a water leak. So maybe he's either just mobile right now or he's actually at home. I'm not sure. But Jimmy was going to be with us tonight, but so far he is not. So
Maybe I ain't bored
You're missing
everybody.
Jimmy?
too bad.
he was here.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
alone for about 2 minutes, and Billy stepped on, and that's a good question. Tall can, or are you getting some for the ride home? Well, not the
Right.
ride home.
Yeah, he needs to be on the beer run. I'm out of beer.
There we go.
So, Dan, I don't believe y'all do, but do y'all have any sponsors for your finals location up there? I don't think you do.
If we do, I am not privy to any, although I would say that the location itself is probably the best thing that I could say that is or is not, and that's just the Icky Nickel Bar and Grill that is in Sioux Falls.
Yeah.
I don't want to say necessarily that they're a sponsor, but they host a big show that we have the middle of July every year.
Right.
And they're letting us host at the facility here, courtesy
Yeah,
of
that's
one
cool.
of our fun competitors who I know.
Make
from,
sure everybody goes in there and gets a burger.
So
Yeah, has a drink.
I make sure that
So,
they get told about it all the time. So
yeah.
Tajan Coulson that worked there, he got us started with 712. Must have been Eric or Jimmy, correct me if I'm wrong, 2017 or 2018, and we've had a show there, at least one show there every year since then. This will be the first time we've had finals there, but we always have a July show there, and it's a fantastic location.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, what about you, Greg? You got, I know,
Gale Force.
Gale Force,
sponsored your and you guys. I did a video with Gale Force. If you like, go back and we talked about some of their products. So that video I think is on Base Wars page. Go check that out on YouTube. I think also not sure about YouTube. There,
but a 20-minute video you made, right, Bill?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's when I saw that. Yep.
Actually, it was a 45-minute video. I had a chopped down a little bit.
Okay.
We didn't do it live. I did it. We just recorded it kind of like what we're doing now, but except not live. And I went back and edited it to chop out where I would do something stupid like pick my nose, cut that out.
Yeah.
If you do,
But,
pick a good one. If you do,
So we got that, and then we have for those of you who don't know, Ruthless Audio gave us some money to help with awards, right?
yep.
Yep. And so we want to appreciate Kicker because they gave us lots, and then Ruthless gave us money for awards, and then Gale Force sponsored Greg's location, right?
And then Resilient. Rob
Yeah,
at
Resilient, yep, they're on the rings. They help sponsor the rings along with Kicker. Yep. So Resilient, Ruthless,
Yes, it is done.
and Gale Force, right?
Mhm.
And Kicker helped bring this finals and the awards that you guys are going to get to you. Now, I say this too. I am manufacturing the awards myself. So I got about 50 of them cut out. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to cover them or paint them.
Oh,
Still
yeah.
deciding. But the way this works for those of you that are new, we did it a little different for the judges that have the rings, and this is not one, but it's close. For the judges that have the rings, the first place will be there for you on site. The only judge I think that so far hadn't mailed to, I need to call him and find out if he wants them, is James in Oregon. But most of the other judges, if they've not got them now, they're getting them, these rings on site. So if you win first place, you better get your ring that day. Other than that, the second and third place, I'm manufacturing. I'm kind of waiting to see how many I need to make. But I'm making some right now. And so I will mail those to you judges, and they will give them to you at the next show kind of deal. We'll reach out to you, say, hey, Dan's got your award, see Dan kind of thing.
Hopefully I have enough. Everybody's a winner.
All right. I got this right here, man.
And Eric is right. I take cash. Other judges, they may take a card. I will not take a card.
Here's the dollar. I'd rather give you the dollar than make the award. I'm just kidding. The awards take a lot of time, so.
Awards always take a lot of time, but they're custom, they're hand built, handmade, and as I've said in the past, custom is custom. Man.
I wish I had prepared. I'll try to have one. I got one finished, but I'll try to have one that I can show. At the finals.
And it is $75 a class.
Yep.
For
75 for that, 50 for a
world record.
World record.
Yep. And if you win the world record, I make you a plaque. I'll do different art, but this is kind of what they looked like last year. I messed this one up in some way. I don't know what it was. Maybe I think the spelling of the name.
You did, yeah.
So, but I will change the artwork probably this year. But
do
this
the
is
purple
what
and green.
Purple
and green.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, so for $50, you get the world record, clout, whatever comes with that. And let me tell you something. As Base Wars grows, it's becoming to be something. We're 10 years old now, and so that reminds me. And I'm going to reach out to the judges, but I haven't. But I want to get all the judges to schedule a show April the 25th and 26th weekend. That's our 10-year anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
I hope every judge will run a show that weekend.
That's the last weekend in April?
Yep.
Good. High voltage is done set.
Carlos?
Is that high voltage?
Welcome.
It's the last weekend in April.
Yeah. I'm assuming 25th, 26th is.
Yep.
Right?
It is. Yeah. Last weekend in April. That's high voltage.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so, but anyway, this is what you'll get for you'll get this in the mail straight from me, not from the judges on your world record stuff.
And I take Cash App at my show. So.
Mm-hmm.
Cash and
I
Cash App.
unfortunately do not. I've been PayPal and Cash App, anything else like that. I have been unfortunately screwed over and had to pay Billy twice and taken nothing for myself on several runs over the last couple of years. So I only do
Dang. Oh, people like drawing back on you kind of thing?
Do that, or they will do the accidental, so they say, friends and family, and it's not the full $30 or the $50 or 70, 90, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need $1, man. Come on, you're
Right.
screwing me here you're screwing me and Billy for 45 cents each, and I do
I
take it
didn't
very
think,
seriously.
I don't think you can do it on Cash App.
Yeah, I don't think they can do it on Cash App.
No, Cash App, they can't reverse the funds.
They used to be able to. I haven't used it in like 2.5, 3 years, really.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I don't know.
But
So on this world record run, no, you can try again. As a matter of fact, you have to try again. It has to be backed up.
yep.
So like, and you can use your finals run if you are also a finals competitor. But you have to back the score up. So if you do I'm just going to use some really off the wall numbers, but if you do a 160 on your finals run and you want to do a world record run and you do it again and you do a 155, then your world record number is 155.
Yep.
Now, if you do a 160 and then you come back to back it up and you do a 161, then your world record run is a 160. It's the lowest of the two.
Yep.
But it has to beat the previous world record.
Yeah, if you
to
don't
count.
you don't beat the previous world record there, then you don't get it.
Yeah. World records stay a world record until someone beats it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of classes last year nobody even attempted. So there's a lot of empty world records.
Yeah, yeah. Like let me see.
I don't think none of the crowd louds had it.
I was going to say, I don't think any of the crowd louds did.
Huh. Yeah, here we go. Let me get this over here. I might could show you guys a little something here. Not sure. I'm gonna try this. If I mess up, my bad. Live will be ended, and we can't help it. I'm just kidding. Let me see here. Share screen. Which screen do I want to share?
Donnie, it's the same rules as it is for the class, for the world record. It's got to be in whatever range for frequencies or
Bear with me, guys.
wherever else.
Trying to work this out to where you guys can see it. I got all my little fancy gizmos on here. So I'm going to take that off for a second. And
that's a really bad one. That's still a really bad one. There we go.
That ain't very big, is it? Let me see if I can blow it up a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah. So this is what we have so far. Only those few.
Yep.
It's on the website. You guys can go look for
Oh,
yourself.
there's our crowd loud with Jesse. That's right.
Yeah.
But only one. There's two other classes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So pull into crowd loud, whichever, or let's go Beast, because I didn't see that one on there. Someone wants to get into Beast with a very low number, let's say 130, and in Beast being the
they would have it.
bigger number that would normally be there. All of a sudden, it's 130.
Yep.
Like Devin could take that legendary from Ray.
Yep.
Yep. They could indeed.
$50.
$50 to make you anyway. We do want to see some people do the wild thing. Is all I'm going to say with that $50 comment. So, or with a little work, like Eric is saying, someone could take it. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Some of the numbers are nice. Some of them are easily taken. If you're the only one that does it this year, nobody did it last year, like Greg was saying. So
yeah, we got 50 classes. There's about 15 on there. You know,
right?
Take a look, see what's out there, folks. Make sure you're able to do the class though as well. You know, you can't pull up in a wall vehicle and take a trunk class, but or vice versa.
So Brett would be able to up his score a little bit, but he's broke. So he won't be able to. And so when he fixes his vehicle, he's not going to be bad in that class anymore. So
no.
So that score that Brett has is, 163. Somebody,
It'll take a while to beat that one.
Yeah. That's a C pillar. That's a C pillar bill, in a Tahoe.
I know. Oh, it's a Suburban.
Or a Suburban, yeah.
Yeah. Size matters.
Right. Yeah, we got Assassin, Eric Carver with a 148. Now
there's a couple
that's
60s
our
in
biggest class, I think, assassin.
It was last year.
Yeah.
Look at the
You know,
top
like
10,
100
Billy.
of the runs in Assassin last year.
Do what now?
I said,
We
look at
had-
the top 10. I think there's a 60 in Assassin.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, could be an easy world record.
Oh,
I
here's a
got
good
so many
question. from
different
Clay.
top tens on this list here. Kind of hard to find it. There it is. Assassin. Yeah. Well, right now it's a 59.
Right.
59.93. That's Walt at 53 hertz.
Well,
Yep. Then, boy, there ain't many. There's some guys not far behind him, though, from South Africa. I think Louis Aparicio.
Aparicio.
How do you say that?
Aparicio.
Aparicio. Yeah, he's right there.
I saw
That's
the
a good
race
one.
yesterday.
Clay's asking if he don't have enough runs for finals, but can he do a run for world record?
Yeah, you got to have 5 for world records.
Gotta have 5 shows.
Mm-hmm.
Not the 7.
Not to say. Actually, truthfully, in the rule book, I updated it for next year, but in the rule book, it doesn't say you have to have any. Just be a member.
Set a world record.
Yeah.
Yep. Be a member.
I updated the rule book for next year for sure. Next year will be 5.
But Clay can't do it now.
Well, if he's got 5, he can, and I bet he does.
There
He
you go.
doesn't demo wars.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we got. I've been going through this data hard in the last few days, trying to get everything kind of how it ought to be, and I found a lot of duplicate names, stuff like that. So a lot of it has changed. So if you hadn't looked at the top 10s, you might ought to go look, because some of the names were duplicated, and when I fixed it, it put a new person into the top 10s. Dang, there's Jimmy Pittman in Cyclone Wall with a 157. It's pretty good.
Says he ain't lying.
Eduardo Vega of 59. This is in Cyclone Wall. I don't know which vehicle it is. Bradley Samuels has got it in South Africa. And then Granger, Deadly, he's got it in South Africa. And then Bradley Walker in South Africa.
There we go.
161. Then over here, Johnny Binion, I think he's over here. He's 2 100s behind Bradley Walker.
Mm.
It's close. And Jamie Bieldrowski's sitting at a 160. These other guys are sitting at 161. So Jamie, he could pull out anything.
Oh,
You
yeah.
never know.
Jamie-
The other guys could break.
Yep.
Yeah. You never know. Granger, I know you guys probably won't remember this, but Granger, when I was over there, I was taking a video, just happened to be standing at the front of his vehicle, and it shattered his windshield. And I put that in a video, in a couple of videos. But that's who Granger is.
Nice. I know Jamie yesterday or on Saturday, he updated that top 10 list. He's still number 5, but he got a lot closer to 161 because he had a 160.97.
Yeah. I don't think in the GOAT, I don't think anybody's going to catch RP at a 183, but Dan Horner's sitting here at a 178.
Who says
Now,
RP
Devin-
shows up?
Devin had a good
Boom,
question
there you go.
earlier
Uh-huh.
with our 53 hertz cap. Apparently,
Right
there's
on.
a frequency that you can get that does like 53.6 and 53.9.
Yeah.
When does the term lab pick it up to redline it?
That's a good
Walt-
question. I have no earthly idea. I bet,
Walt-
honestly, knowing Wayne, I bet it does it at 0.51.
I would guess the same at 0.51. Maybe I'll play around with it tomorrow. I got a little tone generator and I got time.
And if
Plus, I
Walt
just
said
updated my
50.
term lab as well.
Walt was saying a 53.4. So, I mean,
Okay.
Well,
it's
that
just-
at 0.5, it might just depends on how he's got it set up to round,
right.
Well, I see that I have
53.4 according to Walt, yet 53.5 according to Wally. So we're having a family disagreement here. Hold on.
I bet they have probably figured it out.
I was going to say, with all the testing that they both do, I would flip a coin, and chances are it's going to land on the edge.
You know, they got that 29.9 stuff, and then, you know, when does it jump over to 30? 129.99. There's a certain point now where it jumps over to the next one.
Yep, and that's why I use 2 decimal places on my term lab, because I've had too many people complain, and over the years I've complained about it and said, hey, it's got to be 2, because I don't know the difference between 0.91 and 0.94 otherwise. And if I'm at 0.91, maybe I move forward more, maybe I turn my head a little one way or the other, and I get it, or whichever. But yeah,
just trying to help clarify it, Wally.
Exactly. Oh, that's a good thing right here too, is only because Eric hit this yesterday. 150.00 does not break 150. 150.01 breaks 150. Otherwise, you're just tied with it. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be rude about it that way. You're only at 151.00 like I had over the weekend a couple weeks ago, and you're trying to break 151 for that personal best. You got to break 151. You don't tie it. You got to break it. I want 0.01 or higher, but that's me. And yeah, if you've got the right, like Walt and Wally will both say, if you've got the right amount of testing out there and the right equipment, the right tone generator, your vehicle probably isn't actually resonant at, let's say, 147, and you're doing it at 42 hertz. It probably really isn't at 42. It's probably, 41.88 or 42.23 or something, but it's rounding up or down just that little bit. So keep testing, find out exactly where it's at. I'll almost guarantee you're going to be a little bit higher. Might only be a couple hundreds, but we got some top 10s in here that are only separated by a couple hundreds. And
I want to
record runs all the time. So
I want to say this too, right quick. So people know, talking about this frequency, because this will be a big deal to them, I think. We added a class. We called it Bare Bones because somebody picked that name, and I couldn't think of nothing any better. But it is a stock cabin class with unlimited power, unlimited frequency, and unlimited cone area. So that should be fun for you guys. And then next year, we're going from do what, Greg?
Stock cabin or stock appearing cabin? There's a lot of controversy on that.
Yeah. So no longer do you need 7 shows. You only need 5 now. So, but we're doing away with the 2X thing. We're not doing that no more, right? Now since we dropped back to 5, so there's no 2X's anymore. If you do, a 2X is going to be like $5,000, right? But and then also, if you run multiple vehicles at the same time, meaning if we're keeping up with points for 3 vehicles, we got to have 3 membership numbers. And so that member number is kind of going to go to the vehicle, because what's happening is when we look at the data, we don't know which vehicle Bradley Samuels is running unless they did this in South Africa. But I'm like, oh, if we don't do that in America, we could run into some trouble. So you will have to say, who's in the chat? Wally in the chat. Say it'd be Wally Tahoe, right? Wally, whatever he wants to name it. Give it a name. Give it a theme. Clay's would be Clay Turtle Shaker, whatever, And so we'll do it that way. That way we know which one has been to the shows, because what could happen is, okay, Clay went or Wally went to the show. Did he bring his little Jeep? Did he bring his other weird little vehicle? Did he bring a little car? I mean, whatever. We don't know. So when we look, we need to know. So now we got to have, and this is happening. This is happening. So now we got to have the membership to keep up with the car, the vehicle. Now, if you have a vehicle and you got a membership and something happens to that vehicle and you get ready to get another, you don't have to pay another membership. This is when you run in 2 cars on the norm or 3 cars on the norm at the same time. By the same time, I mean throughout the year,
Well, there's a few out there, I'm thinking.
Tara.
And Skylar, that does clear it up, because if I've got a member number of 101 for one of your vehicles, that's assigned to vehicle A. 174 is assigned to vehicle B. So as long as I know which one is which, yes, we will take care of you.
And I'd like
to at previous scores, we'll figure it out one way or another.
I'd like to iterate to you guys too, when it comes to finals this weekend, the judges, when they send to me, they will send your member number, not your name.
Mm-hmm.
And so we will pull the member numbers from the list that we have. So have your member number, and it's online, and they'll be updated there for you. But just make sure y'all got, you or the judge, or you and the judge have your member numbers this weekend. Right.
Finally figured it out.
It is a little nice to see another face on here other than me and Billy and Jimmy all the time. But
Just took what, 3
can't
years?
get all judges on. We don't have that much space, but we're trying. If you want to come on sometime, David, you're more than welcome as well, or anybody on the.
I've been trying. As a matter of fact, David, I'll be sitting here doing finals by my lonesome. Come on over. Bring your TV coat, right? Bring your suit, and we'll narrate this thing all day Saturday. I was trying to think of somebody I could get to come be here with me, so you guys wouldn't be bored with just me. I can't think of anybody. Brett is close to me. He's not really on the podcast kind of guy. Steve Duncan lives right here kind of close. He's also not real big on the podcast. So just finding somebody to sit here and chat with me is one thing. I cannot take a stream. So you can't be at your place because I got all my streams filled up with feeds from the judges.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever it is has got to be here on site with me, or else I'm going to be sitting here talking to myself, hoping I get some chats from you guys, something to give me to talk about. Yep.
Yes. We could do that for you, Eric.
Devin's trying to weld 3 cars together here.
Dang, that'd be cool.
If you pull his comment up, like taking a roof skin off one, putting it on another one.
Yeah. I don't compete, but I will very soon. I'm building a Jeep, and I'm proud to tell you guys that Kicker come behind me on this Jeep and sponsored it, and I'm building it right now. I'm building the finals awards, but in the meantime, I was waiting on some stuff to get in. We built a test box for the back part of it, 215s in the back, and there's going to be 615s up front. But so I will be competing, and judges are allowed and encouraged to compete. What I say is you get the loudest mouth guy that will give you the most trouble, and you put him behind that meter, and you say, here, push this and tell me when to go, kind of thing. You let him run the meter, and then you go compete. Do it to it.
Yep.
Yep.
And other judges, they compete all the time.
Yep.
And I will be more than happy to let anyone else run the term lab while I'm doing it. They can clamp my vehicle or look into it, whatever.
Yeah. If we trust this meter, there shouldn't be a problem in the world with it.
Nope.
It ain't hard to press start.
Right. Yep. Man, I'm seeing a lot of past tense words in this sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Would is past tense, planned. Right? Have planned is past tense. Would have is past tense.
No. Yeah.
Now, always down, that's present tense, you know.
Yep. And judges are always allowed to compete, Carlos. So if you got other questions, that's kind of what the manager chat is for sometimes as well. Is if you don't know, you can always ask. Someone's always on there. And yeah, it's fun to compete. It ain't always fun to sit there on your chair for 4 or 5, 6 hours on a hot Saturday. Every once in a while, you got to get up, you got to look, take some pictures and say, damn, my car could beat that, or my truck could beat that, or whatever. So we do it.
You hate beating your competitors, but
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news for you guys, but if you compete against me in my Jeep, you're going down.
I'll take that bet.
Right?
I will take that bet.
I believe I will give him a dose.
Right?
Yeah.
One of two ways, Billy. I'll do it in the regular normal stealth class, and I'll move myself up to assassin with the rest of the power.
Yeah, I think when I get finished with that Jeep, I'm either going to get on my pickup or I'm going to find me some kind of little weird vehicle like Wally's got, and I'm going to go after the world records in all the awards. Right?
True.
Yeah. RP better watch out, huh?
He better watch out because he's the one educating me, right?
New loudest man in the world.
Yep, be looking at him right here. Not really. I just want to say not really right now before somebody clips that little bit and
right.
Well, yeah, it's like Devin is saying here.
You like CNN.
Well, it's the last little bit of that because they are building these things in a stock cabin. There really isn't anything to change in a Terra or a Panda in the cabin as far as dash modifications are concerned or anything like that. They're just loud vehicles, guys, gals.
We ain't saying they can't put deadener in it. Just don't put 2 foot of deadener in it.
Yeah,
right. I will tell you guys, this is not my forte. I took lead. I think Walt Johnson was standing there with me, Wally too, and I think Justin Haddock when we discussed this class. So honestly, what little discussion we had is why this class come about. I don't know anything about all this stock cabin stuff. I don't know anything about 70 hertz. I've never even tried to compete with 70 hertz. I've always listened to music in my builds. So I don't know, I don't know much about this. So don't look to me for advice. Right. Look here, Greg, we got a top hat in here.
How about that? Hey, Wally said you can buy that thing after finals.
Yeah.
It's for sale.
That's good. That's good. I might need to do that. I got some 15s down low down in the garage. See one of them.
Yeah.
Put one in something like a Festiva.
Yeah.
And
that ain't funny.
50,000 watts.
It ain't gonna be a Festiva either, Billy.
Right.
Well, actually, it'll still be the Festiva. I got too much time invested in that thing.
Yeah.
But it ain't gonna be a 15.
Right. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna pick one and go for it though. But but I hope to get to work on my actual pickup after that. I'm ready for that thing to be mobile and get it out of my garage.
I just hope mine works. I tried it Saturday, half of it wasn't working. So.
Oh dang!
Kind of hoping for the same thing. Steve has been sitting in about 500 pieces in the shop for about the last year or so.
Well, I keep having trouble with the crossover switches on the amps. Like you have to wiggle them to get them to kick back in.
Huh?
Yeah, where it goes from low, full to high.
Yeah.
Like there'll be no sound, and then I have to take and jiggle them around, and then they'll kick in.
That's weird.
Yeah, dumb problem to have a week before finals.
Right?
Yeah. Ouch. That already sounds painful, Wally.
Man,
and it's for sale.
Yeah.
For sale.
For sale.
Yeah.
Here's what you need.
Yeah.
2 $2,000 subs and 4 $2,000 amps. So we're only talking, 10, 12 grand worth of product.
Yeah.
Turnkey, 174 plus.
Wes knows about that.
Yep.
Van coming out.
Yeah.
He got Orenzo van.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's cool. I like that van.
Oh yeah. It was already doing 70, so
I don't know what it is, but it probably is.
As long as you can get one in the US, yeah. It's got to be 30 years old still, but yeah, we can get you one of them.
Yeah, the only vehicles that are not legal in Base Wars is a Tahoe. I'm just
Tahoes and
kidding.
always Suburbans.
I'm just kidding. Most of the vehicles are Tahoes.
Yeah, we don't have any rules like that yet. I'm sure someday, 15 years, 20 years from now, we might have a when was that rule from one of the other orgs has a, if you don't have an airbag, you can't run it. Basically,
wow.
in one of their smaller classes or something. I don't remember who, but I remember hearing about it. And since I don't follow most of them, I don't know what class it's in or even what org it's in. But yeah, we don't have any rules for things like that. You can run a CRX in the no wall or wall. You can run your whatever in this or that. Doesn't matter.
yeah. The best one I remember is getting disqualified for not having a battery strap.
All right.
Yeah.
Man.
Travel,
Yep.
pay, qualify, and then boom, you're DQ because you ain't got a strap on your battery.
Yep.
Dang.
There's
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
there's a good friend of mine whose baby mama did not have the gas door on her Mercedes SUV.
I remember
Look for your
that.
gas door.
I remember
Oh,
that.
sorry, go find one at the junkyard. I'm sure
Very,
there's
and she
one there.
did. And she did. No, she didn't go to the junkyard. She went to somebody's house. She was riding around, I think, and saw a vehicle at somebody's house. And she went to them and asked them if she could borrow theirs. And she did.
I know nothing about the drill that was used at 3 a.m. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. 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 I won't ever, I
Yeah,
probably
thank you,
won't
Wally.
ever
That's what it was.
outlaw a vehicle.
Yep.
Because if you can get it, I can get it.
Right. I've seen them complain about not having sun visors.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
Hey, if you want to lose a DB, take your sun visor out. I don't care.
If the vehicle didn't have it as a factory option, hey, sorry, I didn't buy the options on my Festiva.
Yeah.
And it didn't turn into a Focus, man. It turned into an Aspire. Come on. Everybody remembers those little bubble things.
Yeah.
Those were a bigger piece of junk than the Festiva was.
yeah, Devin was practicing at a show in Sweetwater and blew his airbag while he was demoing.
Dang.
Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah. Had never seen that done till then.
I can't even think of how that would even be possible other than some type of chemical reaction that would have set it off.
It was an
It
O-beater
ain't
Dodge
electrical,
van,
obviously.
but I think he had like 2412s in it or something. It was loud.
Wow.
This is the king of pretty ain't loud.
Right. Yeah. Well, is there anything else you guys can think about that we should probably chat? Tell everybody. I told everybody what I think of how finals will work. Do we miss anything? I'm getting ready to go get some food. I'm hungry. Yeah, you go. I had one of those. All good. Any of you guys have any last questions for finals? I don't know that we'll do another live stream before finals, but I'll be live that day and be watching and begging for questions probably.
That's
Maybe
true,
I'll
then.
try this again.
Yeah, it's not so bad, is it?
Nah.
No. Yeah. Yeah, I think you should. Next Monday.
I'm
Just be-
looking through.
Since you won't be tired from finals. right?
No, no. Well, I've got a fun-filled weekend. We got circus one day, finals
Hey.
one day, and then what was it? Disney on Ice one day.
Yeah,
There you go.
this is something we were talking about, Greg. Jack, do you know how many people might be coming from up there with you? Do you know? He's coming for Demo Wars, Greg.
Right.
Right.
But he'll also run. He not only does demo. He does some vert classes too.
Yeah, it'd be nice to know what class they're qualified for and stuff like that, just so.
Yeah, I can give you a lot of that after I get all the data in.
Right. So
Which
Eric,
I have just about all of it.
so Eric and Clay quit fighting each other, and maybe they'll have somebody else pick on.
Right. Well, it's going to be interesting with the judges. Who are the judges anyway? Do we know?
The first one is Charles Haley.
Okay.
He used to be in the other org, but he competed against James Flanagan for the best of the best. They actually did an HBO special on it.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the judges. And then the other one is Stuart Ward.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually our captain for Team High Voltage.
Okay.
He competed in this for a long time. Of course, then health issues sort of slowed him down, but he did.
Mm-hmm.
Charles actually drug him into it, so he kind of has to come. And then the other one is Joe Heading from Illinois. He moved down. He actually lives behind my shop.
Okay.
And he's sound quality judge and world champion. So
Cool deal.
So we're gonna have a couple good ears and a big bald guy.
Right. Yeah.
But they know what to listen for. They know what we're going for. They know about the chips, you know. They don't have to discuss, you know, hey, you know, I don't think this sounded good or whatever. You know, you can pick your winner and drop your chip.
There you go.
So I know this ain't about finals, but since you finally got you on here, and I would like for you to outline the difference between Demo Wars and Mecca's version of dueling demos. What's the differences in them?
When because being I am a dueling demos world champion, I won it in 2019. It kind of lost its luster because they banned any swear words. Like if they can play it on the radio, you can play it in your car. But you know, we were having people on the sidelines just waiting for that one word so they could protest you and get you disqualified.
Yeah,
sure.
So it lost the fun. So that's why we allow, you know, so much, you know, foul language, as long as it's, you know, not too bad. And, you know, you can hear it on the radio. And then they got into a point system. Like, you know, they'd walk up to your car and walk around it and just judge it with a point system, like you'd do a show car.
Yeah.
Kind of lost some of the fun of it because we pull a car up nose to nose, you play, they play, and then boom, I beat you.
Yeah.
So, you know, we brought a little bit of the fun back to it. And a lot of people like that. And then, like, say, for instance, we had trouble in that other org because of, like, you know, we call our welfare class, you know, you can put speakers as long as it's in the stock location. It don't matter if it's outside the door panel.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's mounted where the stock speaker would be.
Yeah.
Theirs had to look stock. You couldn't do no modifying to the door.
Right. Yeah.
So we got a little laxed on that, and people like that.
Yeah.
We lost
Dan. Well, that's cool. Yeah. Now, as far as classes go, do we do it the same way? Or different?
Sort of, kind of. They do it by speakers, not counting
speaker count?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our numbers are a little different than ours. So
yeah. Okay.
You know, you'd think we'd have a lot in our CEO class, 60 and above, but, you know, we ain't got one or two.
Yeah.
You'd see these people like Christopher Allen with Ground Pounder and all that if they was to get involved. And like, you know, with Russell, some of them boys in Florida, you know, they got 100 speakers.
Yeah, I do expect, I expect when Russell starts doing that, I expect it to kind of go big down there.
Yeah. And then he can come up and guest judge too.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, sure enough. Well, cool. Well, I don't know what happened to Dan. Maybe he got hungry.
Maybe. Yeah. Like Wes said, they started that point system. It just took the fun out of it, I thought.
Yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have never participated in Mecca. I don't think ever. Back when I was competing Whitley was a thing. USAC was a thing. I think
Right.
DB drag may have existed, but if it did, it wasn't around my area. So I only really competed in USAC.
Now, I don't know if they still do it, but they had that thing called the Bobo, which is the best of the best, and you could
Yeah.
enter it at every show,
Yeah.
but you had to enter 5 classes to win it.
Right. Yeah.
And then if you won like 3 out of the 4 or whatever, you won the Bobo.
Yeah.
You got the big trophy. You got
Yeah,
the brag for that show.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that was a big deal. That was a big deal, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
But I never was able to participate in Mecca.
Yeah.
Just because, one, we didn't have it. I don't think it existed. I don't know when it came about, but
Well,
but
I think they're celebrating 26 years. So
26 years. So that would be 2000. In 2000, I was still wearing diapers, I think, but no, I'm just kidding. I really competed a lot right at around 2000. So 2000, 2001. As a matter of fact, I was judging USAC finals in 2000, 2003, I think, and then I kind of bowed out after that. And at some point in time, I wound up buying the pickup that I have now, and seems like we didn't have any competitions around here, so Base Wars became a thought in about 2006,
right,
maybe, yeah, and 6, 7, I can't remember, and then I just tabled it for a lot of years, and
like back in the day, Wes and Quisenberry and Devin, we'd all caravan up. It'd be like 40 of us go to a show.
Yeah. I competed a lot. Anytime there was a show in Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas, I drove over to Texas on regular on the weekends to compete. And so that's where I competed in USAC. Yeah.
There's a lot of places that I'd never been if it wasn't for this.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man, me too. Me too.
We go to Florida 2 times a year now.
Yeah.
We never went to Florida that much.
Right. Yeah, Base Wars has taken me all over, man. It has. It really has. All at the West Coast, the East Coast.
Yeah.
Now, I have not gone up north yet, but I'm going to do that this year. I'm going to go up, visit Brandon and James and them and Tony, and then now we got Tim, and we're bringing on some guys in Buffalo, New York. I look forward to going up there.
Right.
We got Matt Brown to thank for those guys coming on with us. Matt went up there to a show, and he wound up at one in, I'm assuming, New York. And I think these guys are running the show there in New York. I don't know that for a fact, but so Matt reached out to me and kind of hooked us up, and so that's Carlos. You see commenting on here sometimes.
Okay.
So, yeah, and so he and his wife and a friend I believe, were going to kick off Base Wars there in New York, in Buffalo.
The thing that confused me about that is like, that was the show that Matt couldn't get to because he couldn't cross the border.
Yeah.
But wasn't that show called Base Wars with a Z?
The one up there, yeah, it's Base Wars with a Z. So that is, man, you could probably help me call his name. He's a pretty popular guy. He does a distributorship up there, and I see him with Jonathan Price a lot. Right? I forget. It's Jay something, I think, is his name. I had dinner with him at the Sundown show. He came to eat with us. Yeah. And, right. Yeah, that's cool. This is Carlos right here.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So we talked about it, and he's got Base Wars with a Z. He's been doing it for a good little while too. But anyway, so he does about 5 shows a year for Base Wars up there, and so that was his finals, I think, is what that was.
Okay.
Yeah. But and so Matt, I guess, went to Carlos's show, or a show Carlos was at. Somehow they got talking, and they messaged me, and so we're kind of going there. They bought their turn lab and all the stuff they got, getting all the stuff they need to get ready to go.
Getting prepared.
Yeah, so I'm excited. We're gonna have some folks in New York. We're growing slowly but surely, man.
That's good.
Yeah. From a few years ago when it was not what it is now. It's kind of come a long ways, you know. Now, once we get that website up going, y'all, I keep talking about it because I keep changing it and causing delays, but and it's gonna be so nice. It'll be so nice for you guys.
Been working on it 3 years, I know of.
Yeah, Jay Jones. No, we just restarted it. Remember, those guys ghosted me, took my money and ghosted me.
Yeah.
So it was hard to find somebody that would do the website and me not give them money up front, because I'm just not ever doing that again. I'm never giving money to a web guy up front ever again. They will finish that work before I give it to them. This guy, we're doing it in stages. I've spent $10,000 on websites that I do not have. The people said they would. I gave them money, then they couldn't, and then they ghosted me. Never again will I pay a web guy to do that. I don't know what it is with them fellas, but they ain't getting my money again. Nah, man, we appreciate you guys coming on with us. That's a fact.
I don't know. Something happened, Billy. I'm watching it on my phone too, and it's like delayed.
Yeah, that's just the way it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's how
It's
trying to keep
always
up
a
with
little-
comments.
Yeah, if you look on Facebook, if you're watching it here and watching it there,
Yeah.
It won't.
I never
it'll
did
be
see
a
how to
little
get the comments up on the screen. That's why I was looking on the phone.
All right.
Oh, you can't see them off to the right?
Uh-uh.
Oh man, shoot. Well,
Got a little
here.
arrow on the right side, Greg, by chance? That's not
You still on here,
moving?
Dan?
Oh,
There
yeah.
you are.
Yeah, okay. I thought you'd gone out for pizza.
I thought I was going to for a second there as well, but it ended up being one of my mom's neighbors asking.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Asking a silly question of the Blue Hair Brigade, because
Yeah.
everyone here is.
So, Greg, I
I'm
bet
the
there's
youngest person in here.
Oh yeah. I bet there's a button you can push where you can see the comments, man. They should be off to the right.
I see something. I'm afraid to hit it. Afraid it might kill me.
No, nothing's going to kill us on there if you hit hide panel or show panel.
Maybe. Hey, how about that? If I hit the comments instead of the private chat.
There you go.
Oh yeah. So actually, Greg, I didn't even think about this, man. You can just next time you just go to the website and you can come in the way we come in, and you won't have to have that link.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think about it.
Let's see, what time is it now? 9:46. Okay, Clay said something about his phone died. I can see that on there.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how when you link in. I haven't done that a lot, so I don't know. But I don't know how you see the comments over there.
I'm pretty sure it's the same way, because that's.
I see something that says join the chat, and I do it, and then it says connect.
Huh.
YouTube account, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It don't matter.
That might be because we only have the one little feed going up on top, Billy.
I know what it is. It's because, Greg, remember when we had to choose Facebook or YouTube?
Right.
Yeah. Next time we just bring you in the way we come in, and you'll be able to see them off.
I got you. Yeah, so I had my phone open over here, was watching this.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a delay there.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, guys, I'm ready to go get food. What about y'all? Anything else you want to talk about before we go?
I think we had 24 viewers at one point.
Hey, we got 18 now. That's not bad.
18 now, 27
growing.
likes and loves and everything up there.
Yeah.
So
are there any questions and I know most everybody here is probably in tune with it, but if there's any questions about finals, now's the time. I don't mind answering them. Would love to answer them so that you know, and you don't have to show up not knowing what's going on. But as far as the competitors go, you do the same thing you always do.
Yep.
Just go to the tent and give me money and get on the meter.
David said I'm hitting buttons causing it to freeze.
Yep. And
Oops.
John, yes, Billy is buying something somewhere.
Yep. I'm going to buy me some string beans just here in a minute.
There you go.
Hmm.
Hey,
Yes,
no
sir.
problem, Carlos. You and,
All
by
right.
the way, you and Sue both new
Yep.
to the Base Wars
Oh, look
Judges
here, we got
family.
the
So
big- no.
again, welcome.
Yeah.
Try and get Sue on here sometime. Get you on here as well
Let's see
sometime.
here, for
Chat,
finals.
do whatever.
When do we have to have our run-in? You'll just go to your judge whenever you get ready. You find
Sooner than
out
later.
your local place and find out what time they're closing. But don't wait till the end. You regret it.
Yeah.
Sooner rather than later, Alex.
Yeah.
If
Because
you can- if you
anything
can-
could happen. Anything could happen.
If you can be right after Eric or right after Donnie or whoever else is going to be there, that's perfect because I'm pretty sure Eric's going to try and be first in the lane.
Right.
I
That
just
way
know when
you-
I do my first run, it's the best anyway because I try to redo it. It never gets the same loud.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is the Bradley guy we were talking about earlier. That's got
there we
the
go.
different
Morning,
cars,
Morning, Brad.
and he's on the top tens on several of the classes I was telling you about. So don't know if if those trophies will go to Africa or not. But he's the one he carries three cars around, and and this is one of the guys. The reason we have to have member numbers for each car now instead of just
Well, it's good you'll do that because some of the other orgs won't let you do but one car.
no, we don't
Unfortunately,
do
yeah,
that.
that is true.
Yeah, no, he gets a truck to haul them to the different shows.
Jeez. The Star Sound vehicle 162.48 in Cyclone
Yeah.
Wall. The
There's a
Future
few of
Ombre
them.
vehicle 161.88. So 0.6 between two different vehicles in the same class, and he's
Yeah.
first and third.
Which class is that?
That is Cyclone Wall.
Yeah,
That is where
Cyclone Wall. That's
yeah,
right.
that's where Granger is second, right smack in
Yeah,
the middle of it
pretty
almost. So,
close. Yeah,
very nice.
yeah, and he's got one car. Everybody, it was a big to do down there in South Africa. One car, he only got 6 shows instead of 7.
Oh, I'm
And-
sorry. One of those was Bradley Walker. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right.
I'm
And
sorry.
so I tried to
bad.
get them to do another show so he'd get his 7th one, but it didn't happen. So that car, won't be in it. But I'm trying to find that car. It's Bumblebee. If you find one that's got Bumblebee on it, it's like 5 or 6 dBs ahead of the next guy.
Yep, I know where you're talking. I'm looking through the list right now at a couple other things, and all I'm.
And this
gonna
is a
say
trunk
again-
car. I think it's a trunk car.
Yep. Damn, there's a
Yeah, it's
lot
pretty
of
loud
these
for a
cars out
trunk.
there. They're just loud, man. It is in leashed trunk, Billy.
Least trunk.
160 on 4,400 watts with Bumblebee.
I think
Man,
I think that number 1 spot, I think that is Bumblebee also. I could be wrong. This is one reason we started doing this.
sure.
I don't think I think Bradley Samuel Star Sound, and in this case, I think this Bumblebee Star Sound is the same vehicle.
Okay.
I think they should be the same. I should probably
Same frequency anyway.
make that name the same. I did on some of the others when I was looking through the data earlier, but yeah, I bet that's the same car.
Same car. Okay, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Well, I will go and change that in a little bit. Of course, it don't matter. It don't look like we don't have the top 10s filled up with that anyway. But and I know you guys probably didn't see it, but I went to South Africa. We did a video, and I set the meter in that car. I think it was a 12, one single 12 we put in there, and did the details escape me as far as the score, but we did a score right there, live, not
It was
live.
like
But we
57,
videoed.
wasn't it?
Huh?
That was with RP was with you. It's like a
RP,
57.
yeah, RP was there, yeah.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
it was a 57.
Might have been, but that was a single 12, I think. I think it was a 12.
Single eight.
And I'll tell you this too: the meter wasn't even like how we put it up in the corners or whatnot. No, he had put it. It was laying right in the center of the floor.
He's saying single 8.
Single 8. That's right. That's right. It was single 8, and the meter was right in the center of the floor.
Man.
I'm
Bradley,
gonna
come over here to
go.
do us, help us make us loud too, because right now the one I'm looking at as well is in tornado class, which is one of our extreme classes. You got RP ahead of you by about 3. You got Dan Horner behind you by about 3. And number 2 in the world at 179.31 in tornado. So
Dang.
yeah, that's a very solid car.
Yeah. Well, he works for the company Star Sound, which is we got the little logo right here.
Yep.
Who RP has been testing a lot of the amps and stuff.
Yes, he has. Man. I'm just going to say it once again. A couple of the classes, we Americans are getting just smacked upside the head several times.
I'm gonna tell you
South
something.
African contingent that is out there. Well done.
If he's still here, he might could sort of educate us a little bit on it. Maybe we get him to come on here one time. But down there, they class all the amplifier. I don't think his company does, but a lot of the companies down there, they'll put 100,000 watts on an amp. So I say that to say to you that most of the people still competing in South Africa are actually classed up from where they would be.
Okay.
So, because their amplifier boosts them up. And so I think a lot of these scores you're seeing, I won't say unfairly, but within our rules, they're classed up and they shouldn't be, kind of deal.
Sure.
But the only way to alleviate that would be to let them compete amongst themselves. And I couldn't, they don't want to do that. They want to be with us. So
Prince Akeem is coming to America next week.
There you go.
Yeah, coming to America.
Yeah, I'm gonna meet him in Birmingham for the one of the finals. IASCA finals, I think. Man, I can't find that.
Yeah, there you go, Clay. Take a field trip with you. Speaking of that, I got to take a field trip down to Billy come after finals here sometime. So be a good time for that. I'd have to make a side trip over into the Stillwater, Oklahoma area along my way.
Yep.
It's like getting on a tool truck, kid in a candy store.
There, I should have just fixed those top 10s.
Race all the African people.
Good luck. I'm already hearing Pumish and Sujin dialing us on it right now. What'd you do to us? Why did you do that? Greg told us to.
At least they don't have Tahoes and Warlocks, so we're good.
Yeah, they do have a lot of little cars over there. There wasn't many big ones. Now, he's got a big van. It's got, I think he told me 12 15s or 12 18s in it also.
Take a painter
24.
van. Or
I don't remember.
The carpet van or painter van, as I always call them.
Yeah, they confused me. Some of these, it say Bradley, Samuel, Star Sound, is sound check. And I know that wasn't really Brad, it's RP playing, doing his amps. Kind of messed me up on my data a little bit.
18 15s. Damn.
Yeah, I got to move some air. I sat in it, but it didn't have 18 15s at that time, I don't think. We're all right, fellas. I am hungry and tired. It's been a long day. And it's 2 minutes to bedtime. Just kidding. And Greg, it's 10 o'clock where Greg's at.
Yeah, the stranger danger van. You got it.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So I will see you guys back on this live stream Saturday morning. May jump and do a video for you or something if anything new comes up with finals, but I'm excited about it. I hope you guys have fun, and don't forget to do that and have the fun. Bradley was the one I was telling you guys was one short, and have all those cars and one short. That sucks. So, but anyways, y'all don't forget to have fun for the finals. It's what it's supposed to be about. So,
Yeah, if you're not
How
having
they
fun,
say it? How
keep
they say
that
it
in
on
mind.
Happy Gilmore?
mhm.
Do what?
How they say it on Happy Gilmore? Better look next year.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But hey, he could still go for the world record. He could still
Right.
do that.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well,
I take a look at that list.
Yeah, end us. And so you guys, I appreciate you guys hanging with us. I'm proud you did. It's better to have you guys here than me by myself. So there we go. And we will see you guys. These guys will be running lanes, but I'll see you here Saturday. See you guys later.